The weather window I was talking about, that came and it was great, it was lovely, it was cold as hell, but cold as hell? Probably not. Not cold as hell, cold as something else. Well, anyway, but it was nice and sunny, and one of the dudes that was coming with me came along, Eric. Well, see for yourself, this is what happened on that day. Roll film. It is really early and really cold. The mooring lines are frozen, so we can't really get them off. We were supposed to leave Egersund a couple of hours ago, but the engine starts, of course, but everything has frozen, so we can't get it in gear. The gear is all frozen up. It was a good thing we tried that out before we left the dock, or we would just been drifting. We were supposed to leave at 6 o'clock today. Now I think it is 8:30 or something, and we haven't left yet. Today it is extra cold, and the problem was this thing, the lever here and the little notch there. It wouldn't come out. It had frozen solid. So we had to get all this gear here out of that to get at the other side of the lever to work at it. That kind of sucks. This is the guy that were accompanying me on this trip. Luckily he's a mechanic as well. And just look at the mooring lines there. It's like wires. How cold was it today?
-11. My home, -7 when I come here.
Now we have lost a couple of hours, almost 3 hours. That is a bummer. That is really a bummer. So this is where we are at the moment. We will have to leave another day, and the better thing to do is actually getting the gas throttle out and lubricate it again so that no moist can come inside there, so we don't have that mishap, because every time we were using the throttle it got stuck again. So if we left the harbor here, it could get stuck and we couldn't probably not get it in neutral again, or it can get stuck on forward or back. So right now we're just gonna take the whole thing out, and that's what Eric is doing.
Some tape to mark the wires.
Ja.
So we know which wire goes where.
Ja, det er gassen.
Så jeg har en splint på baksiden her.
Og hvordan identifierer vi det? Det er den øverste av de to der.
Ja, men det jeg tar den av her.
Ja. Eric here is taking the part and myself home with him so we can fix it today and get it mounted again. So next time we have opening in the weather, there will be no problems at all. Knock on wood.
Your engine and the diesel you're on. You might have seen him on the truck stop or call him on your radio.
Now we are in the backyard of Eric's place here. I'm quite impressed by the view, gotta say. Especially on a winter day like today, when the sun is up. So this is the culprit, this darn thing, and it was full of rust and shit, so it didn't work at all. So now we have cleaned it all, and probably I need to exchange this anyway and buy a new one. because this here is you can't get into the gears here, so I think this is done for, but it will work. Some more. Oh, there's some more grease, but it will still do the job for some time before I need to replace this. And now we're gonna grease it up. Oh yeah. Don't drop the grease. It just hit me really that there's two guys here with a lot of lube. That doesn't...
It comes in buckets.
Yeah, it comes in buckets. He has a lot of lube here and he has locked the door. And now the lube is coming out. I think that this is starting to be a little scary. Now, one lube job is done. Now Eric has broken out the specialized tool, injecting it with grease. The needle was too thin.
Let's get the small medical kit and all. Hänger du tourniquet?
I need what? What you said?
In English, tourniquet.
Tourniquet, yeah. Okay.
Hvis du får armreven av.
Ja. A lot of rust. Yeah. I gotta buy a new one eventually. But hopefully it will do the job up to Stavanger anyway. I don't have to change it before next winter. Hopefully. So now I actually pressed out so much grease that pours out on the side there.
Med en gang dette kom i press nå, du presser gjengene, sånn at gjengene går sånn. Det er først da Loctiten virker, her da, når han får under press.
Now it is back together and hopefully it will work, so I don't have to deal with this the next time. Great, Eric. Thank you.
No problem.
So back at the boat and trying to get things back together. So now the lever is back in its place, and as you can see, oh sorry, I better get it up. Let me see, there it goes in and out as it should, and we put this whole thing this way, so reverse is down and forward is up. And the reason for that was because of this thing. It actually couldn't max out because of this was in the way. The thought never crossed my mind that this would get frozen. I don't know why. Well, probably because I've never sailed in winter before. So that's probably why. You learn as you go, that's for sure. Since I'm stuck here for some days more until the weather clears up again, I'm hoping I get the chance to see a couple of more cool places which are around Egersund, not in Egersund as such. One of them is a cool bunker again. I just love this bunker complex thingy. Oh. That's it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.